Hi, beloveds. I'm back for another reading. I hope that you're doing well today. I wanted to do another video and talk about part of my spiritual journey. And one of my greatest spiritual teachers is actually my child, my daughter. And I feel like my spiritual awakening comes through being her mom and trying to, one, heal my own childhood wounding, reparenting myself, but also it's really hard to be a parent. And I feel like when we can do it with empathy and compassion and care, that allows for our children to develop in the most amazing, beautiful ways. And so I take my job as a mother very seriously, and I feel like it's my spiritual calling is to be a mother and learn about empathy and patience and unconditional love and all the things that I as a child didn't get. I want to give that to her, and so I want to share part of that journey with me because I'm sure a lot of other people are feeling the same calling that I do, and would love to have someone to connect with and to witness our journey. And so I just want to make this little offering about one of the things that came up recently with my daughter and how I handled that. And yeah, so I hope that this is meaningful for you. And if it is, please leave a comment and I will make more of these because I'm seriously learning like every day, all day about all this stuff. And I'd love to hear about your experiences too. So put that in the comments as well. And yeah, and I also do individualized sessions too. So if you want to book something with me, my information is below. But yeah, so here is the experience I had recently. So I love to read. And I've always loved to read. It's always been like this huge passion for me. Like it takes me places I'd never be able to go, and I get to have experiences I never would be able to have. And yeah, and so it's been something I love. And one of my favorite books is Wicked. And I've seen the play several times, and it's just something I love. So when it came out in movie form, I of course had to go. Like I loved it. And I did something that I don't normally do is I love it so much that I ended up buying the cup, like the collector's cup at the movie theater. And again, I don't normally do that because as you know, they're really expensive and it's just a cup, so who cares? But for me, it felt like more than a cup because I feel like I really relate to Elphaba and feel like I'm in an outsider for a big portion of my life. And my kitty Snowflake might join us. We'll see. He's like trying to get up here. We'll see. Come here. Come here. See? You're going to come? Let's just see what we're doing. This is Snowflake. He's my little familiar. He's so cute. So he wants to join us. So you might see his little head pop up. So hopefully it's not bothersome to you. But yeah, I always felt like an outsider. So like the story about Elphaba really inspired me, and I had gifts that other people didn't understand. And so of course, like it just really resonated with me. And so I bought this cup and it's become my favorite cup. Like I ended up using it for everything. And my daughter and I, she likes to take my things, especially my favorite things. She likes to take them because it makes her feel close to me, which is sweet and annoying at the same time when I'm looking for that cup, right? So she sometimes uses that cup. And I didn't think anything of it. And one day after I put her to bed, I found, and so the cup has a little Elphaba, like a picture of a black witch on top. And one day I see the black witch on the ground, and she's holding a broom, and the broom is not connected to her, like it's been ripped off her body. And I was so sad, like so sad because it, like I said, it was my favorite cup and I was really disappointed. And so I went back into my daughter's room and I'm like, um, at first I thought it was Snowflake because he's has a habit of chewing things and he just chewed up an important paper. And so I just assumed it was Snowflake. And I'm like, you never believe Snowflake ate my Alpha Bug cup. And my daughter starts bawling, like tears. She's like, no, it wasn't Snowflake. I broke your cup like a month ago. And I've been afraid to tell you. And I was like, but it's looked fine. She's like, well, I tried to fix it and it kind of was fixed until obviously that night something happened and it came apart and she told me how worried she was about telling me and that she knew I was going to be so mad. And so I asked to take a break. And so I just took a break and just felt in myself. And, I wanted to lash out because I was so upset about what had happened. And it was my favorite cup. And I was upset she didn't tell me. And that hurt my feelings that she didn't feel like she could come tell me. And I understood where she was coming from because, and I felt a lot of empathy for her because she's been scared for a whole month to tell me. And like, I can't even imagine what that's been like for her, like not knowing if I was going to find it every day. Like, so I had these two parts of me that really came up, and I was just like, um, I don't know, like how to move forward. And so I just sat with it and asked to be shown the most loving way to move forward and the most supportive way for her and honoring my disappointment in this cup being broken. And immediately I looked on eBay and Mercari and I'm like, can I just buy a new cup? Like, is there a new cup that I can get? And the cheapest cup was like $130. And, like, I think it was like $30 to begin with. I'm like, I'm not spending that. Like, so, like, it's it's just not possible. Like right now, that's insane. I'm not spending that. And and so I just was like, okay, well, like I can still use the cup. It just won't have the witch on it. It's not like the end of the world. Like I can still, the cup's still usable. It's just the witch that fell off. And at the same time, that was kind of the coolest part about the cup, right? Um, but I went in there and I was like, I think I just need to be present with her and just be honest that like, yes, it hurts my feelings, but it's a cup and cups come and go. And like, yeah, I'm gonna be sad maybe for a couple days about the cup. And I told her the truth. And I also said, but you know what I love more than the cup? And she had been crying like this whole time. She was really upset. And and I told her that I love you more. I love you more than any cup. And her emotional well-being is more important than a stupid cup. And I just told her, I was like, I love you more than the cup. Like, it's okay. And she cried, and I just held space for her to be upset. And I was like, there's nothing that's going to come between us and the love that I have for you. Like, I don't, like, obviously I'm disappointed you broke the cup, but like, my care for you is more important than the cup. Like, like it's just a cup, you know? And I felt really healed by that experience too because nobody ever told me that. Like I was always terrified to like spill anything or make a mess or break things. And so part my little girl, my little Lena part, like relish hearing that from me, now as an adult. And my daughter, she really appreciated that too. So it was really healing. And after she fell asleep, I went in my room and I just kind of sat with what had happened. And it felt really huge too. Like in the moment, it felt huge. And I remembered that there was this Japanese custom that there, when something breaks, you paint it gold and it just makes it extra special. And I thought that would be like a wonderful way to honor that, yes, this thing broke. And sometimes, like when we break, it's the most precious thing that can ever happen. And I wanted to teach my daughter that it's okay to break. And when we break, that allows for us to open up to greater parts of ourselves and allows for us to access areas of vulnerability that we never would be able to. So, um, so I told her the next day about this custom and asked if she wanted to do it with me, and she did. And so we finished this this little golden witch, if you can see it. And now she's even more special. So we had to have that great experience. So, anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. And again, I hope that it resonated in some way and brought something up for you and maybe encouraged you to go deeper in your parenting as well. So, have a great day, and I will see you soon.